Okay, this is part 2. I don't know how long I'll be on here, but I just really like the game. Sorry if I'm like clearing my throat. Excuse me, I took a nap. And now my sinuses are acting up. Sorry, I forget how I made this tiny last time. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I hate when it does that. Paul thinks the symbols are linked to the disappearance based on wet exposure. Should have expected this. Things tend to go off the rails with Paul. The symbol could easily be an art trend. Have you seen the symbol before? Maybe in passing. It's not something that would capture my attention. Look like everyday vandalism to me. Anyways, I'm at the warehouse. Hopefully, we'll find something to prove or disprove Paul. Also, back to what I said about the headlines. Aside from the victims, the articles are going to need ones too. Something sticky. This just in. Reporter gets ahead of herself. Reporter exposes town conspiracy. Solves case, state the facts, you know? Such a spoil sport. I'm revoking your naming privileges. Ooh. What just happened? What? Me. O-N. Why is this happening? Oh, no. What was that? Hello. What is he looking at? I hope I brought the tissue. found something. He's searching for something. Well, that didn't tell me anything. I already watched that one. Making me some of the stuff I have to redo because it didn't save it. And it's stupid. Really, no. Okay. Okay, buddy. Let's see. I don't have the cup yet. That's stupid. I promise. I know this goes here. No. 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 Okay. Whoa. They're really gonna make me do everything over again? Remember. Oh, that's some BS. That is some BS. God, shut up. Go. This fits Paul's theory. Well, I'll be damned. Could Paul be right for once? Rook, this is great news. The story's shaping up. Mysterious symbol appearing in town. People vanishing. It writes itself. Wait, that man really vanished in thin air? All I can say is I've checked and there is no trace of him here. I don't know any security cameras to review when Paul bolted either. I want to get on top of this now. There's a couple of threads to follow. Well, that guy in the video was his colleague. He mentioned to get more reports from Persfoni. Why can I talk? Yeah, maybe from his network. Not sure if that's a person, an organization, or a place. He gets carried away with his code names. Well, that guy in the video was his colleague. Maybe I can find something where he works. Since you have his phone, why not you figure out who or what profession he is, and I will pay office visit it. I'm on it. Keep me posted, Rook. I would do the same if I run in any hiccups. Of course, there has to be creepy sounds. Um, let's see. I don't remember what it was. It was. Sorry, my dog's barking. I'm so annoyed they're making me do this again because I totally had it earlier. Dang it. All right. Elm beads. Yeah. All right. Coded message with flowers? You would be surprised. Combination of ciphers and codes people use to communicate, especially if they're creative, committed, or desperate. Words that perfectly describe Paul. We have a similar setup. You guys have a secret code? Unfortunately, yes. Though ours is a place, a bench at a local park. He left me a clue to the warehouse earlier. Even in danger, he sticks to protocol. It's strange that he broke it this time. Must have been serious. We have Persephone. I mean, Damien. It won't hurt to try to contact them. So I ordered some flowers, which I already did. Sorry, I guess I gotta get ahead of myself. Innocence, yes. There's a pattern here that points to contest on Persephone's Atlas feed. Paul didn't claim his last order. That's our end. He gets a bouquet of 3 different flowers each time that must translate into their code. Winning flowers for winning words. Track down Paul's final injury for them. Winning words and order them flowers. I think I know where to start. Get back to me once you find Damien. In the meantime, I'll try to pay a visit to where Paul works. Get some info on that colleague that went missing. Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that conversation yet. Okay. Guess I don't have a choice. Paul is missing. Is this Persephone or Damon? If you ask us, you're not Paul. Who are you? None of those answers would tell him. All those answers would told him I wasn't. Who are you? Answer, or I'll make sure you'll never buy flowers in this town again. Calm down. I'm just a friend of Paul's. Friends? Paul? You're definitely lying. I'm Ruby Myers. Ruby Myers from the papers? This is worse than I imagined. I thought I escaped her. Nothing good can come out of Ruby reaching out to me. She works with Paul. Unusual, those two are polar opposites. They don't synchronize like Paul and I do. If you're with Ruby, you should be very careful. Her methods are extreme, like a cockroach. Instinctive, quick, undying. I almost admire her for it. She scares me. What was your experience with her? Similar to yours, since you're the one who sought me out. Once she gets first blood, her angle, nothing stands in her way of getting the story she wants. Like I said, a cockroach, a scary cockroach that speaks and writes. I never knew what to make of it, though Paul assures me her heart is in the right place. But you didn't come to me about Ruby, you want to know about Paul. Paul mentioned you in his notes. I hope not. I take my privacy very seriously. Professor is just a code name with Paul. Most know me as the modest florist and flower shop owner. But if you're looking for stuff or things, I am Damien, purveyor of the untamable for my clients. What kind of stuff? Anything and everything. Flowers, documents, surveillance, so long as you have a good cause that I align with. I'm what you call a fixer. For legal reasons, I prefer a purveyor of the unattainable. People come to me when there is too much red tape. So I fix things and I help them. That makes me sound more like a handyman. What did you help Paul with? I don't even know where to begin. It's usually something obscure out there. Paul never disappoints. My favorite was this hair sample. Thought it might be from Mothman himself. The last time he came, it was about something mundane. I know where this is going. You want to know more about the disappearances, don't you? It was strong concern of Paul's too. Did you know he was following someone? Yes, and I might have helped him with that. Paul was looking into a colleague of his, Jeff Howard. He was a pretty normal guy until he disappeared for a few days, came back acting strange and distant. Apparently, he never left work. Paul suspected he might be up to no good. What did he ask you this time? Do you know something about the disappearances? Well, there is a strong fear permitting through Stone Creek, all revolving the missing persons cases. Some think that Beldam is back, others say it's a publicity stunt. At least I'm not the only one on my toes. What are they scared of exactly? Beldam never heard of her. Why do you believe it's a stunt? It's the sympathy and attention generated towards Stone Creek. Most importantly, the council makes them look incompetent and evil. I'm not a cockroach, but even I know that bad press could halt their development plans. They're on thin ice as it is. Maybe I shouldn't speak of this. Someone could be listening. What did he ask you this time? Paul wanted a whole background check, police records, digital footprints, standard stuff. He also asked for surveillance, what this guy did on day to day. For the most part, it was uneventful, except he had periods where he'd blink out in the middle of doing something and zone out for a few hours, just staring creepy. Paul thought that if he could just get closer, look at Jeff's life, he'd find a connection to the other disappearances in town. Nothing turned up until we saw something weird. Can you show me? I'm I'm not watching this video alone again. Paul noticed that Jeff stayed late for work every night. The guy never went home, except when Paul stayed back to try and catch him. Then he disappeared. He wanted to see what he was up to at the night in his office. I got access to the cameras, and well, this happened. What's he doing? He's on his computer. He waved to someone. There's a symbol. What's it doing? Sucking him in. Uh-oh. You see his shadows behind him? What the heck? You see the hands? Oh my gosh, that was so creepy. What was near the end in the shadows? Hands? Shh. I don't want to be cursed. You want to know something creepier? That mark on his screen? We shouldn't look at it. I probably should have warned you beforehand. Oh, thanks. When Paul wanted my help with the disappearance, he asked me to look in each location, see if there was a link to it all. I don't know how, but that symbol was everywhere, sprouting wherever those missing folks were last seen. Can you track down the origins? I'd rather not, especially without Paul. Looking at it gives me the sweats. It's like an eye looking back at me. Something about it looks familiar, but I can't place it. Listen, I think we've spoken enough for now. It's best if we part ways. If you find something else, I prefer if you left me out of it. Okay. His name was Jeff Howard. A normal person would have died from staying awake that long. There's so many things wrong with this video. You think? It could be edited, the symbol on the camera, a computer. Did you see the figure on the floor? Yes, you saw it too. What is it? Is there even an explanation? It's a ghost. Seriously? Now you sound like Paul. Don't ghosts appear as orbs or something? I can't watch this anymore. It's starting to creep me out. The symbol on the computer. Sharp eyes, Rook. It just popped up on his screen and kept coming back. Did someone send it to him? Did he look for it himself? He's completely entranced by the symbol. He's communicating with it. The screen changes, but he isn't typing anything unless he's speaking. We can barely see his face from this angle. Wouldn't his colleagues notice if he was talking to himself? Ugh, this video is a great find. I wish it didn't cut off at the good part. It could be edited. I don't think that's the case. It's sped up and stitched for brevity, but it hasn't been altered beyond that. Do you think this is the behavior Paul noticed? Without a doubt, it's troubling that he was the only one who didn't ignore it. What are the managers doing on HR? Everyone walked around him like it was nothing. Oh, mirror tech. So much for looking out for working class. Luckily, I'm here to help. Paul is a tech bro? Right. I can't imagine him in a place like this. Maybe a job's a job and all that. That's besides the point. There's a receptionist has been on her cell the whole time, and she keeps giving me the hand. I need you to do me a favor. Uh-oh, I don't like this is where this is going. Winky face. I'm forwarding the number to the front desk. Call it and get her to step away. Make something up that she can't ignore, like an emergency or something. The more extreme, the better. She won't answer our questions, so I'll need to find them for us. I always want to do something like this. Cute. I won't stand in your way then. Think of it like a prank call. Nice and quick. Call now. Rock will be on standby when she leaves. Break a leg. I'm not sure what you said to her, but she got out of there fast. Not too shabby, Rook. Gave me plenty of time to play Nancy Drew and meddle with mirror tech. It was surprisingly easy. Shocked you couldn't do it. Did you find out where Thomas is? I don't know. I have a bad feeling in my gut. About that, I might have lied to you. Just wanted to get the range of your abilities. -1 for gloating, but full marks otherwise. No word on where Thomas is, but we can find him if we follow his tracks. I've got a schedule, a voice recording, and a sticky note. Which do we want to see first? Schedule. Hmm. Handling the incident sounds like a party. I'm putting my money on Jeff, but I wouldn't put it past him to have other things go wrong. Thomas is a creature of habit, never fails to start a day with coffee. I wonder if there's a clue on Paul's phone to know which cafe he went to. I think there's a chance Paul went to with him today. Stone Creek's a small place. There's not many cafes around. They're better than chain joints. Go for orders, that's for sure. Whoops, no offense, Rook. Fingers crossed. Paul kept Thomas company in the weeks prior. Looks like he was a frequent tag-along. Give me the voice recording. Is he walking everywhere? Oh, good catch. If the locations are in walking distance of each other, that would limit our scope to just one area of Stone Creek, Greenfields. That should be Greenfields Park. So we went there after his morning coffee, but where did he go after that? Anything good on that sticky note? View. Locations change. Thomas to collect him where Paul did. Where? Jabberdeal. Burke from Equation. Meeting confirmed this week at 3 p.m. Do you know anything about this Burks? Vaguely. He's not a local, but I heard he has some personal investments in Stone Creek. He's a low balled a couple of townies. Flipped over their properties for cheap and then sold for a hefty price. A great guy overall. See if you can find anything about Paul picking up this same client and where. This should be paint a better picture of Thomas's trail. That's everything on Thomas. You have a plan? I'm guessing we can use Atlas and Hell. Let me go back. Your 3 locations to pinpoint. If you retrace Thomas's step from today, it will find an inclusive favorite spot. Yep, that's how the working theory. If that fails, report him missing on the Stone Creek Citizen website and risk our jobs. You need to find proof of source to attach to each location. We have the voice note when Thomas was at Greenfield, so that's 1 down. Keep an eye out for something that ties him to the coffee shop and Burke's location. Then connect them according to his exact movement schedule and send them to help with that. Alright, I think I can do that. Think of it as working as cerebrals. Wow, can't even talk, so I guess don't have one of those. While you're off to find a dear old Thomas, I'm going to hang around Mira for a while. That video wasn't right. Maybe there's one more I can find about it, or if there's or any similar cases. What else is there to do here but dig? Good luck. Okay, we got a pickup point. Let's see. Okay. Stop. Sorry, my dog is acting up. Okay. No. Nope. Okay. Yes. Nice. After days of no contact, that's all you have to say. I don't know where the hell you think you're doing, Paul, but you better start talking now. This isn't Paul. Are you serious, for God's sakes? Who is this, and what did you do with Paul? Paul's missing. Care to comment on that? A reporter from Stone Creek Citizen. He left his phone with Ruby Myers. Ruby Myers, of all people. If he wanted to punish me, he went to the right person. I'm not dense. If that pertains to Jeff, Muir is clean. I beg to differ. How did you get this? Was it Paul? He was raving about Jeff, and then we had that fallout. I never expected him to go beyond my back like this. Mira can't take any bad press right now. Answer your questions if you agree to keep this private, understand? What is that shadow in the video? That's one thing I don't have an answer for. The night crew never saw anyone in the office but Jeff. Whatever it is, they knew our blind spots. If you're gullible sort like most people in this town, they try to tell you it's a ghost. I hope you're smarter than that. Tell me more about the video. Jeff was in charge of a big project. Had a lot on his shoulders. More than Paul started to lose focus. He requested overtime. I said no. I'd negotiate the project timeline instead. Contrary to belief, I'm not that cruel. Clearly, he breached that. When I found out, we came to an arrangement and shifted his hours. So you knew he was there all night? I did. It's unconventional, but it was all by the books. Found out when I had a late night of my own. He was at his computer staring like in the video. Thought he was zoned out from being overworked, so I sent him home. Just to be sure, I checked the logs. He was here every night for almost 2 months. Look, I fully cooperated with the police on Jeff's disappearance. What more do you want? You and Paul had a fallout? We had disagreements before, all business. Before his emergency, he warned me to shut down the social media plugins for Atlas for safety. Cited some security breach. Of course, I refused. Paul panicked. He even threatened me. That was the last time we spoke. Why did he want to shut it down? I don't know. He didn't explain, though I'm sure he knew the answer. He said there was something spreading like a virus. To be safe, we did a full security sweep and everything came back green. Look, I built this company from nothing. Paul, one of the greatest assets, and I grant him a lot of leeway. But this, I need more than good faith. Mirror Tech is my life's work. I can make headlines with this video. If there's a connection between Paul and Jeff, what if Mirror isn't good for Stone Creek? I could make headlines with this video. Why? What's your goal in this? To ruin me or to find Paul? I can tell you now, you can't do both. Besides, I answered all your questions. Mirror Tech is my #1 priority. I will not let it go down. Believe it or not, it is critical pillar of this town development. That's not my problem. What will you do to save it? I don't see how social media is a critical pillar. Mirror Tech reinvigorated this town's community. Local economy's been on the rise since we opened their doors, not to mention our platforms connected users and business lives like never before. I hate to break it to you, but the print's on its last legs. What Atlas? Anyone can report news as if it happens. Attach photos and videos for proof. The shares and views generated in tenfold the traffic you're reporting gets on Stone Creek Citizen. Face it, your job's on the line. Ever wonder what it's like to be on the other side? That's unreliable. People need credible sources to trust. Everyone has an agenda. If not you, it's the news organization you work for. It's a hard pill to swallow. Maybe you're not ready for it yet. In any case, let's settle what you were here for. This ghost in the video, I know someone who can help you. There's a mystic in town. They call themselves the Mistress of the Night, but they only commune with others in their circle. Nonsense, woo-woo, magic Stone Creek stuff. How convenient. An uncontactable contact. I'm getting there. Excuse me. My team found this video when I asked them to scrub Paul's work machine, a means of contacting your mystic. From the chatter on your servers, they'll have your answers. So where is it? I did my part. Just take this and do whatever you want. Now I have to go back and do some real work. If you find Paul, tell him I'm sorry and I should have stopped him from leaving. Hey Paul, sorry to bug you. I know you're off for a while, but I need your help with something. No worries. What's up? The boss has asked me to take over some of your work. I can handle it for the most part, but I need that image replacement script you were working on. I want to take a look to get a better sense of it. He's having you redo the whole thing. I have an agreement with him. Until he upholds it, I'm afraid it stays with me. Sorry, Jeff, but I can't help you with that. Come on, man. I'm working late trying a redo, but I can't figure it out how it works. I've been sorting the images manually, and the script would speed things up. Like I said, I can't. Sorry. Oh, it was worth a shot. Take care, man. Hope you find what you're looking for. Hey, Jeff. I heard that you've been working lots of late nights recently. Just want to check on you. Everything okay over there? I'm not saying I can help you, but I think that you don't deserve to be punished like that. You can negotiate for better deadlines. If you're reading this, can you just respond? Residents, please be aware that the lockdown is still into full effect. Those going against the ordinance will be met with full prosecution of the law. A clue to the griff of fate. I work at the Stone Creek Library right now. Most of my job consists of scanning old documents like magazines, advertisements, and newspapers, etc., for digitation on our online archive. Came across this article today, and I'm pretty sure this is about Griff Wilson. The ring GW&W, Griff Wilson plus Mary Wilson. That has to be it. They never found Griff's body, so we don't know for sure what happened to him, only that he disappeared. This makes me think he was murdered. For what, I can't say, but he was a thief, so I'm sure he had his hands full of enemies, pun intended. Chilling stuff. You're saying someone made an example out of him? He did leave behind that map in his letter to Mary. He was looking for a mine in those woods. Maybe it had gold, precious stones, minerals. What if after days of searching he found it, and that's where people he stole from were waiting? Our article details an old punishment for thieves. Isn't that land owned by the council? Think about it. Where did all their money come from? No one can stay in power for that long with extra lining their pockets. And just to cover my butt, this is all alleged. These are real people you're talking about. Why are you weirdos treating this like some crappy murder mystery party? Go outside, touch some grass. If you guys are so smart, what about the antler beasts? Griff saw it. Can't we're in a lockdown, remember? Dehydration, starvation, exhaustion can do wonders to the human mind. Griff collected all three and passed the proverbial go. The council must use Griff's rambling about the bees as a cover up for the whole thing. Not only that, they used it to stop people from wandering around in the woods so their fortune would be protected. Now that's a theory. I wouldn't put it past the council to use some shady practice. Makes you think, what are they doing now with the lockdown? A curfew alone would have been enough to address the situation. Above, allegedly, of course. Probably makes it easier for them to bulldoze the town and build a new one. Imagining them as gremlins going back to the little treasure cave makes me laugh, but that'll be doing gremlins everywhere a disservice. Well, person you hate just made a point. .pgn. This thread is in danger of going off the rails, so we're locking it for now. Hmm.
Thomas, are you ignoring my messages? Please, you have to listen to me. There's something very wrong with Atlas. I can't explain it more than I have. If you ever have had faith in me, trust me when I say it needs to be shut down. It's the only way to save everyone. There's nothing I can do, kid. The last two flags you raised turned out to be false. We've run every check, every measure, zilch. I believe in you, but I'm starting to think that you've lost it. The only way to save everyone. Listen to yourself. Maybe you should talk to Morgan. Get a few days off. Your leaves are piling up anyways. We can't have another incident like Jeff. Don't make the same mistake, Paul. If you don't do this, then I'll walk out with the prototype. You'll never see us again and the deal will fall through. Your choice. Don't do anything hasty. We can talk about this tomorrow in my office. I'll see you at 9 a.m. Paul, you've been missing for over a week now. This episode has gone on long enough. You prove your point. Where are you? Yeah, no, of that. Someone from your goes missing and they're threatening a gag order on the whole company. It doesn't matter how nice you try to sound, Thomas. We all speak corporate. We should be doing something to help, not this. They're treating it like it's an inconvenience, absolute trash. I can't imagine the chaos you must be going through at the upper management now. Nat, so much for for a promotion. Sorry for the morning angst, guys. I'm just appalled. None of this is right. LOL is fine. Everything is fine. This is exactly why I was trying to prevent. Everyone's freaking the hell out, and people I work for are looking at each other wondering, where did we go wrong? I told them it was a bad idea to minimize the news in our favor of keeping Mira's rep, but no. They just looked at me with these sneers like I was that bad. I'm going crazy here.
They want legal to accompany the staff that are going to be questioning at the station this coming week. I'd say at least Mira's cooperating, but I'm not dumb enough to fall for that. They're hiding something. Oh, but that's not all. Thomas has been dodging calls from Mr. Howard, Jeff's mom. They've been putting her on hold until she hangs up. Of all their scummy moves, this takes the cake. But yeah, no worries. Totally normal. Jesus, was it always like that here? I hate that you're in this position, At. Let me know if you want to have a night out, my treat. I feel so bad for Mrs. Howard. Forget the announcement. We need to show some support. Maybe send some flowers, get a card going around. Pam, got any ideas? Oh, Paul here. I'm guessing that I wasn't supposed to be part of this chain, but don't panic. I won't spread this to anyone unless you want me to tell Pam. The news about Jeff is rough. I'm equally disappointed and enraged. Wish there was more I could offer, but I'm not so good with the words now. Flowers for Jeff's family is a good call. If you want, I know someone who can help. Say the word and it's done. Oh my God, that's a relief. Thanks, Paul. About the flowers, I'm tired of waiting. Tell your contact we'll take the most extravagant arrangement they have. But whatever. Not Sonia messaged me. She and a few other people are thinking you're doing a group walk carpool for work. Gotta make sure we all stay safe. You in? You're welcome to join too, Paul. Hmm. Sorry, I'm going through this. We did this in the first part. Hmm. I don't know why it's making me redo some things. Okay. Okay, what's happening here? When you guys are in town and councils, they're not going to let this go so easily. You could have told me the truth, that would have helped. Maybe you don't care as long as you get what you want, asshole. You get what's coming to you, and I hope it hurts. Oh, we're blocked. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Pass the truth. Hmm. Hmm. My gosh, what is that? Morgan, why is she texting you? Thomas has some answers. How do you find him? Scan the coffee shop receipt. Look for something connects call. Bro, I did all that. Come on. Ruby, what did you do at Mira? Whoa, what's got you so worked up? I did nothing more than we agreed. The only thing I touched was her computer. That was no issue since her login credentials were intact. It wasn't much of a cumber operation. A tablet baby could pull it off, satisfied with the report. She said we ruined her life. I've gotten worse. I know it doesn't feel good to hear, Rook. It might not be as serious as she makes it out to be. Don't let this one inconvenience stop you. The story takes precedent over everything. It made that clear from the start. Inconvenience? Paul was wrong to trust you. You were clear in your aspirations, not the people you deceived. If this is who you are, I can see why you're stuck here. Inconvenience? Paul was wrong to trust you. This was supposed to be simple. I'm okay. You made your point, no promises, but I'll at least confirm what happened to Morgan. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, okay? Now, let's get on with Thomas. How did the talk go? He was about what you expect, rude. Thomas dedicated to Mira, I'll give him that. Honestly, he wasn't that bad. How cooperative was he? What did he find out? Paul wanted Thomas to shut Alice down. How brave of him. Suppose we know how we went seeing as we've been using the app. Why did Paul want it removed? There was a virus breach or some sort. Unlike Mirror Tech round operation, Atlas is secure. It would take someone with skill to execute a hack against the app. Someone like Paul or Jeff? No, that's a theory. Jeff's fate might be tied to his work. So they're complicit. Shocker. What are they hiding? What was Jeff doing for them? Jeff's work involved promoting content on Atlas. In other words, Mirror is controlling what people see when they log on. That scheming weasel. Him and the council, they want to control public perception, suppressing negative reactions and rewrite the town literally. This is why they kept everything related to Jeff a secret. Okay, we got more on Jeff, Paul, and Atlas. What about the shadow? Thomas claims he doesn't know, but he sent me this. This is what we have for now. Fine, if you took a chance on Paul with me, I'll do the same for you. What is this thing, huh? I heard about people messing around with the images and location description on Atlas to meet a seer. Could be connected. Still need more time at Mirror, so I'll let you do your thing in the meantime. Find this mistress. I'll see if Paul mentioned it on his app. Remember to check to see if he needs to be unlocked. Catch you later. Mhm. Mhm. Mistress is away. Her domain is the night. At the beacon, snuff out the light. I don't get it. Hmm. Oh, wait, hold on. Could it be that simple? Shroud the beacon of Stone Creek in night. Hmm. How do you shroud it? This is stupid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm cheating. Get over it. It's annoying me. Server, dude. No. Does he figure it out? Because I can figure it out. Yeah, I thought that too. Is that what it was? Ah, that's what I needed. Okay. Thank you. Here they land settlers of Stone Creek, a journey fraught with misfortune and hardship, would soon end in hunger, if not for the Belgium with the gifts of seeds and grain. They begin. Fates weave together for all the chances of belonging. Okay. At these beacons, snuff out the light. Okay. Power and motive of the devil, rooted in founding the hearts long before her. A threat wielded fear and paranoia, cast her aside in the damnation. Innocence drowned in the shadowed pools while the malevolent whispers surface of the sour earth and seal us to our future. Through the years of peace, the bell tolls, sickness ravages land, and death touches all. Ergo plant wickedness in the minds of man, some to suffer and others to plot. The beldam, unsuspecting, welcomed again, pleaded the cast miracles from once more. Reveal. You are the wise to abide, the mistress is here. 8, 4, 6, 5, 1, 4. Through the dark you found me, starlight. As fate would have it, there are others I need to tend to at the moment, but rest assured, our connection is strong. I will find my way back to you once matters are settled. Have patience. Ah, how wonderful. The cards predicted I would have an inquisitive visitor today. You're a hard woman to find. Apologies for the trouble, child. He on the side of caution at uncertain times. Ridicule takes the toll on the being, so I'm only found to those who respect Stone Creek as much as myself. However you choose to see me, I am Karen. Whether you seek answers from the stars or resolve for your fate, I will soothe you on your journey. What is it that you believe in? The world powered by energies beyond us. Our lives are dying stars in the backdrop of the universe. But even stars have their moments. I simply direct their light to where it needs to be, to burn for purpose or to shine for themselves. So please state your purpose, child. I need your advice on this. My word, I've heard murmurs of his shadow. Until now, I've not witnessed with such clarity. Could you be Ruby? I have an acquaintance, Paul. He told me the next person to submit proof of existence would be sent by him. Has the shadow appeared elsewhere? Wherever tragedy resides, goodness. This has been enlightening. I know for certain what it is now. You're absolutely sure that this footage is unaltered? What became of this man can't be kind. He vanished. Something took him. Then I believe claim would be the accurate word. The moment he gazed upon that symbol there, he was conscripted. This man didn't vanish. He was consumed, killed. You know the shadow? Yes, a person was ruined. From their frayed remnants crawled this trespasser. This being is a manifestation of false pain and patient rage, a simulacrum to serve as a vessel to teach us penance. What's happening to him in the video? An unwilling transformation. He was made into a host for that parasite. Like an insect under the grass, but the wasp, it needs him. That was similar to the other games. In this state, he is a thrall replicating and inflicting his disease. Amy, this is not your memory. This town is too much. How do you know all this? Amy, did she start this? No, it was the town who cast the first stone. Amy was the victim. She was an artist whose interpretations of our legends evoked a kinship to many. It was quite popular then, even with the council sought to work with her, but she was just a pawn for their agenda. Her work under them made a mockery of the town. Many felt betrayed. There was a lot of pushback. In the end, she was the one who lost. No one heard from her since. Why would she work with them? She wanted to unite the town. What better way to do that in art? Amy thought it was worth trying to build Stone Creek's image in unison where past and future can coexist. You know, the town has had a reputation for being cursed. That was never true until Amy, she willed it. Perhaps this is deserved, Dustin. You cannot persuade karmic. You're saying Stone Creek deserves this? A spell, really? Tell me how to stop this. It's hard to find hope. The town has already lost its soul. Next, it will lose its people, reaction upon reaction. To defeat this, you need an end. Amy is the key to this. How do we find more on Amy? Paul mentioned something about the police files being transferred somewhere, undoubtedly someplace only he knows. Unless Paul pops up again, or if you search his house, I'm afraid our journey ends here for the time being. Before I go, could I have a reading? Blessings. This is a surprising request. It would bring me pride too. What do you wish to know? Can I trust Ruby? Is Paul okay? How will this end? Can I trust Ruby? I see. I do see something about the two of you. Let me consult the cards. The High Priestess, Temperance, Queen of Cups. Ignatic, non-predictable. If you earn trust in each other, you will not fail. Hopefully this has been insightful for what is to come. I won't keep you any longer. Stars and spirits guide you. Talking to Karen was an experience. Karen? Oh, you mean the mistress of the night. Sorry. I have a little cold. Karen, oh, you mean the mistress of the night? What happened? She opened her third eye or something. Tell me, the stars or spirits or whatever tell you anything good? It's hard to explain, but Jeff said. The figure in the video isn't human. There's a new lead, Amy, an artist who worked with the council. Sounds familiar. That partnership caused a lot of controversy. It was blinded everyone because of how pro Stone Creek she was. After, well, you don't want the council unless you're getting something in return. But that's old news. How is this relevant? Amy is missing too. She is? There aren't any reports mentioning her. I figured she was laying low after news of the council work backfired. If she's been missing since last year, Rook, Amy could be the one of the first people missing in timeline tracks. Karen said Paul had files on Amy at home. Uh-oh. That could only mean one thing. Paul's got a conspiracy board up. It'll be worth it, looking at what he collected on her. Don't worry, Rook. Paul's house shouldn't be a problem. Okay, yeah, this is solid. It's hard to explain, but Jeff said. The figure in the video isn't human. I'm trying to keep an open mind, but imagination has its limits. Some kind of monster is a blame for all the missing people. Are you sure she isn't using this as a weird metaphor like Paul does in his writing? Karen called it the Simulacra. So it has a name. Did Karen tell you how we can defeat it? No, just the gory details on its spookiness. Stone Creek is ruled on superstition. Tragedy strikes, people point to the Beldam's curse. They accept it, move on. Everything stays the same. Look where it's gotten us. There's no justice in that, no real action or resolution. I'm sick of it. Sorry, Rook. If there's a monster in Stowe Creek, made it up. It's hard to explain, but Jeff's dead. Paul's video was the last time he was seen alive. That thing that Jeff pulled, it had him in the office. Why him? Karen said it was using Jeff to inflict his disease. Jeff was in danger the moment he saw that symbol. Disease? You mean his obsession with the symbol? By that logic, Jeff was, what, exposing others to it until he was taken and left another one behind. God, is that how it spreads? Each case connect to a symbol? It matches up for the evidence so far. I agree with you for the most part. It's just too out there. I expected to hear some weird stuff, but infected symbols, monsters. If it is supernatural, I'll send Karen a lengthy apology. Let's keep this in the material until we get more evidence. All roads lead to Amy. Can you guess where I am now? Going 60 miles per hour out of Stone Creek? Are you Paul? Don't tell me you got arrested. Going 60 miles out of Stone Creek? That's the plan as soon as we wrap this up and the story goes international. I'm at Paul's house. It's out there, all right. Hmm. Found it when I was snooping through the secretary desk. Let's just say she conveniently left it open on her computer under another folder in her work email. This feels like it's going too far, Ruby. Why would you do that? What's the inside like? You hear that? I wish I could tell you, but I haven't got that far from the outside. It's super boring. The place is locked up pretty tight. I can't find a way in. Normally, I would just make a new entryway, but I don't want to cause an unnecessary suspicion. I like to take my time once we're in. Whoa, once we're in? This is where I come in, I assume. Can't you pick a lock or something? You might not physically, but we're still getting. Hold on. That's weird. I haven't seen the app at all. If he thought he wouldn't make it home after this, there's no sense in thinking that. I sent you his address earlier, so Atlas could sync it and perhaps that open up something new. I'll stay here on standby, trying not to look suspicious and look like I live in a triangle-shaped house. Oh, you see the shadow? That was creepy. I feel like they could have done more like sound effects. Like in the other games, the videos had more sound, but it's still pretty cool. He looks tortured. What's on the walls? You see that? He don't have a bed? That's creepy. Simulacra. Ready when you are. Yep. Camera's getting blurry. Hi. Ooh, going upstairs. Ooh. What was that? What happened? Did it freeze? Okay, they're gonna make me do this again. Cause my phone froze. Maybe we should go upstairs. In?
Beat it. Why do you get the bed messed up?
Ooh, what was that?
You okay, yo?
There's something under the mattress. All the signs. This is the symbol? Check out the document by the box. I think there's another room. Sorry, my kid's putting dishes away. Oh, that was creepy. Must just be imagination. After this game, I think I might do Duskwood because it's my favorite. I was doing it on TikTok, but I never finished it. Jackpot. Yes, I have. What's on his laptop? I have a feeling I'm going to have to do that on the map. Come on, laptop. Yep. Okay. Maybe. The truth. Yep. Check out the investigation board. Started here. Is it Anna? Prep. My gosh, what is that? The heck? This is not creepy or anything. she doing? Oh my god. Crap, crap, crap. Rook, tell me you're still there. I swear I'm haunt you if you abandon me like this. I'm here. Are you good? What do you think? Of course not. I saw something come in the house. This is gonna sound crazy, but I think it's the Beldam. I saw it too. That's a relief. At least I know I'm not seeing things. It's strange. I can feel its presence. This pressure in the air makes me dizzy. It's close. Rook, I think it's in the next room. I'm stuck. Can you confirm it? No, I'm not going anywhere near that thing. Think. I have an idea. Before the connection dropped, I remember sending Vanguard sync to the Paul's phone. Do you have access to the system? Yeah, I can see in the house now. I'm going to try something. Help me out. Check if the Beldam is still on the balcony. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's in the living room, dude. It's in the living room. Good. It works. I called Paul's landline to see if it would react, and it did. Now we know it can be lured into other rooms. Too bad there aren't any phones in every room. No, but there are other electronics. On my way up, I noticed that some appliances were tagged with the Vanguard home system icons. You might have control over them in the app. The security camera feeds are there too. You have eyes everywhere. I'm thinking you can find a safe path for me and lure the Beldam into a different room so I won't be caught. It's a lot of responsibility. Damn right it is. I trust you, Rook. You can do this. I mean, you survived me so far. I promise I won't endanger your life willingly. Better not, I'm serious. I will haunt you. Make sure you survey all the cameras before you make your decision. One more thing. Whenever Beldam moves, it seems to interfere with the signal here. So don't distracting until you're sure that's where you want it to be. Once you get a clear path Shoot me a text. The front door's a clear choice. Or I could try to jump off the balcony. Let me have a look first. Go, 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 go. No. Shit. No. Don't tell me it froze again. Stupid old cameras. Alright, well, I've been playing for like 2 hours, so we just gonna end it tonight.